According to David O. McKay, thankfulness is the beginning of gratitude. Gratitude is the completion of thankfulness. Thankfulness may consist merely of words. Gratitude is shown in acts. To express the sentiments of Batch 2022, may we call on Mary Ann J. Bethania with high honors, rank 1, for her Thanksgiving message.
To our secondary school principal to Madam Bai Ccnhs-Rojas, to all the teachers, faculty members, and staff of Ccnhs-Rojas, guests, relatives, friends, viewers, family, and most importantly, to the batch 2021 to 2022 junior high school completers, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Unfortunately, we will not be walking on a stage to receive our certificates. Nonetheless, we are extremely grateful to receive and celebrate our success through a virtual ceremony, despite the pandemic that we are still dealing with. Alfred North Whitehead once said, "No one who achieves success does so without the help of others. The wise and confident will acknowledge this help with gratitude. That is why I would like to take this chance to thank all who helped me to achieve this success. First of all, on behalf of the class 2021 to 2022 junior high school completers, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to our alma mater, Cotabato City National High School, Rojas. Foremost, to our secondary school principal to Madam Bai Ccnhs-Rojas, and to our teachers, thank you for molding and equipping us for the next path that we will be taking, not only as students, but also as an individual. Second, to my best friends and classmates who became my friends, thank you for being with me and helping me through ups and downs. I love you all and I will cherish every moment that we had. And of course, I acknowledge Bethania and Usayan family who supported me financially and morally, especially my siblings. Thank you for believing in me and thank you for being my #1 supporter. To my parents, thank you for working so hard just to give the best life that we could ever have. You never fail to show me how proud you all are, and I'm blessed to have you as my family. Rest assured that I will never give up until I'll have registered nurse in my name. And I will reach your dreams as I promised. I love you very much. And I would like to take this chance to give credits to myself who never gave up despite all the obstacles I had to endure. Thank you for believing in yourself, especially during the times that you felt unwanted, alone, and discouraged. Thank you for choosing to live. Lastly, to our ever-loving Almighty God, thank you for hearing my prayers and giving me wisdom and strength to overcome every hurdle I encountered. No words are enough to describe how grateful I am for this virtual moving up ceremony with all of you, and how I appreciate each and every one of you who dedicated your precious time and effort to make this happen. To my fellow junior high school completers, always remember what Malcolm X once said: education is our passport to the future. For tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today. This is not the end, but only the beginning of our journey. I will always be proud to say that I am a Rojas and part of the class 2021 to 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Mary Ann Bethania, a 10th ST student, now signing off.
The best way to boost the institution's pride of how it has molded its students is no other than hearing it from the direct product of this learning institution. Our honorable guest speaker today is the living idiom of a woman who who happened to be born at the right time and at the right place. Coupled with an impressive background, it was not therefore surprising that she became a devoted public servant. She is a graduate of Cotabato City National High School Rojas, batch 2008 as valedictorian, a magna cum laude, and Best in Civil Engineering Project awardee at Cotabato State University with her degree Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, year 2016. She has a complete academic requirement for Master of Science in Civil Engineering, specializing in Structural Engineering at University of San Carlos, Cebu City. Currently, a university instructor teaching civil engineering professional courses and major proponent in transforming the quality of civil engineering education of Cotabato State University. A registered civil engineer, a registered master plumber, and accredited materials engineer 1. It is with pride to introduce you, Engineer Borjana Untong Udin.
Ministry of Basic, Higher and Technical Education Minister, Mohajer M. Iqbal, Sir. Cotabato City Schools Division Superintendent, Sarapia Gamarin Talapas, Maed, Ma'am. SGOD Chief, Benjamin M. Wahab, Sir. Cotabato City National High School Rojas, Secondary School Principal 2, by Isradin C. Sinswat Datukan, Ma'am. Assistant Principal Danilo D. Megiso, Sir. Administrators, teachers, parents, and most of all, the completers. Mapita, magandang umaga, maayong buntag, good morning, assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Greetings of peace to all. Thank you for that kind introduction and for giving me this opportunity to inspire and stimulate my fellow Rojasians. Last time was March 2008 when I gave my valedictorian address. I'm very pleased that I'm invited to speak again, now as your keynote speaker. First and foremost, congratulations to all of you completers. You should be very proud of yourselves for accomplishing junior high school. You can't be who you are now without your families who supported you all throughout the process. Thus, to the families of the completers, you also deserve the greeting congratulations. Your support and guidance surely fueled their courage to finish this phase of education. Completers, job well done! I know you must all be very excited to finally hold that piece of paper called diploma, go out into the real world and explore yourselves. But before that, let me first add to your baggage of motivation and courage through this keynote address. My name is Borjana Untong Udin, as introduced, and I am proud to be an alumna of this school, the Cotabato City National High School Rojas site. The school which instilled to me the attitude of competence and self-reliance. I can assert that you are lucky for having spent your junior high school days in this institution. With the competitive environment that the school exudes, the visionary leadership of its administration, and the proficient and dedicated teachers who guided your learning, I firmly believe that you are sufficiently prepared for the next chapters of your life. We are all gathered here today to share and celebrate this momentous day of your life. I will speak to you the way I talk to a person who matters to me. Honest, straightforward, and humorous sometimes. As I deliver my speech, I hope that you see me not so much as a keynote speaker in your moving up ceremony, but an elder sister who cares and wants to guide you. So please bear with me and pay attention to your attitude. you will hear some stories, my stories. To achieve their intended purpose, stories are structured to have both fortunes and tragedies. Likewise, my story has also its fair share of tragedies that might be so unexpected of me. Nonetheless, I can assure you that they are worth your while and that you can decipher motivations that might help you get through life's adversities. Today, you will be stepping up on the ladder of education, from junior high school to senior high. You will miss the four walls of those classrooms that witness the laughters, dramas, and some marites stories you talk with your classmates. Well, that's pre-pandemic. When the positive cases of COVID-19 surged, I'm certain that you became dismayed. The mood of teaching shifted from the joyful ambience face-to-face to the boring modular type. Well, even your teachers share the same sentiments. We also became bored and a bit depressed because our happiness lies on seeing our students and talking to them like our own friends. Despite this, I'm certain that you still did ways to create memories while helping each other in answering your modules, and that your teachers did their very best to give you quality education. I would sum up the things I learned from the school into two interrelated core values: discipline and competence. I was one of the varsity players. Taekwondo was my sports back then. Once, I was reprimanded by my coach, Ma'am Merly Belvedere, during one of our practices. She caught me eating fried bananas. Heavy foods are a big no to Taekwondo players. We need to maintain our target weight. During weighing day, I gained a little weight. I failed to maintain my target weight. Ma'am Merly, again with her tiger look, reprimanded and forced me to jog 10 rounds around the oval of pilot school at 12 noon under the scorching heat of the sun. Seriously, ma'am? At the back of my brain. But I still did it. Ma'am Merly was so severe in reprimanding. But you know, her coaching style has been taking me to places until now. Discipline is the key. I remember the late Sir Cedeno. He was the principal back then. Once, I haven't moved on from the mental stress caused by the recent quiz bowl, but he demanded another championship for the next approaching quiz bowl. Dapat champion! Yan lagi kong naririnig sa kanya. It was exhausting, really. That series of competitions our school won, they said that si Borjana, grabe, ang daming tarpaulin sa Rojas. Si Sir Cedeno, mahilig talaga magpagawa ng tarpaulin out of pride na rin. But it's not like that. It's because our teachers here are competent. And their competence are just being passed to the students. If discipline is the key, competence is the unlocking twist of the key. Completers, I and your teachers, as well as your school administrators, hope that you will forever bring the knowledge, wisdom, and virtues they shared with you. Know that those things are given not because it's their job, but because they are dedicated to make you all successful in life. You still have 2 more years in high school. Take these years as an opportunity to grow as a student, a leader, and an individual as a whole. Time flies so fast, and before you know it, you will be in college. Once again, things will change right before your eyes. The environment, your teachers, and your friends. People who once meant something to you may become a stranger. You might cringe on that schoolmate of yours who was once your ultimate crush. Each of you will commence his or her own career path upon enrollment in college. On the other hand, due to things beyond control, some of you may choose to land a job instead of proceeding to senior high school. Whatever step you plan to take, one thing is common and certain, that you're all mature as adults and will have a clearer understanding of the roller coaster ride called life. During my childhood days, by the influence of my kuya, I imagined myself to become a certified public accountant and then a lawyer. At second year high school, my interest shifted to the medical field. I then wanted to become a nurse, then pursue medicine. However, during the third year, I became keen with the subject chemistry. So after graduating high school, I enrolled chemical engineering at Mindanao State University. Well, that's the nature of human. You plan to do something, but you end up changing it the last minute. Some of you completers might be in dilemma as to which senior high school strand to pursue. But take my sisterly advice. Follow what your heart desires. Choose that strand which will lead you to your passion. Because, as what Meg Whitman says, and I quote, "Do what you love and success will follow. Passion is the fuel behind a successful career." I was really passionate in pursuing chemical engineering, but some things went wrong. Ruined family relationships, migrating place to place, the family became physically and financially unstable. I became depressed and have lost interest to finish the program. I know I'm a fighter, but upon experiencing these hardships, I realized that no matter how excellent your academic capability is, you'll really lost focus if the problem involves your family. I met a man, a clever and a gentleman, a co-scholar of mine. Things went fast, we married, but I still didn't stop attending school. Yes, I resorted to marrying early because I thought this would fix me. News quickly spread, si Borhana nakapag-asawa na kahit hindi pa nakatapos. Even some of those teachers who once adored me became so disappointed with me. What happened to you? The question I heard so many times. Some relatives also said that I was a disgrace to our family. I became pregnant with my first child. I carried her while attending the last stretch of my second year in college. She was supposedly my first daughter, but the Almighty took her from me at the 5th month of pregnancy. I became devastated because while I was grieving for this loss, I felt like my family disowned me out of dismay with my early marriage. I was advised by the doctor to quit schooling and rest for a while, so I did. Finally, I gave in to that pestering idea of quitting from school. Yes, I stopped. I quit. But after a year of rest, we decided that I should continue college. Financial challenges limited my choices of school and of the engineering program to enroll. Yes, after all those devastating trials, this woman still dreams to become an engineer. Since chemical engineering was not offered, I end up shifting to be a civil engineering in the only public tertiary school here in Cotabato City. This was the only program offered in this institution when it comes to engineering. Nag-enroll ako sa BSCE na napipilitan lang kasi sa totoo lang, sa lahat ng engineering programs, BSCE ang pinakaayaw ko. Malayong-malayo talaga sa interest ko. But now, I am a civil engineer and is currently aspiring to become a specialist in one of the fields of civil engineering, which is the structural engineering. I am now doing my thesis proposal on the field of self-healing concrete. Hindi ba? Ang concrete kayang i-heal at palakasin ulit ang sarili kahit wala siyang buhay. Tayo pa kaya na may sariling pag-iisip at lakas? As to how I became fond of civil engineering, I learned to embrace this discipline that I hated years ago. Sometimes you have to go with the flow if it's the only choice you have, because believe me, you will understand why God redirected you to a different path. Perhaps that new path is your true calling. Before being completely enveloped by the joys of today, let us again take a look back on my journey as a BSc student. At first day of school, I was really hesitant to participate in class. I lost some of the pieces of my self-confidence, but I struggled to rebuild myself. And in time, I regained the self-esteem I have lost a year ago. Every great achievement starts with the decision to try and the confidence to act. I continued my legacy from high school, the competent quizzer, champion, as what late Sir Sidenio always exclaims upon receiving news that again I bagged the championship. I won the Mindanao-wide Philippine History Quiz in 2 consecutive years. I also won as the champion of the Regional Civil Engineering Quiz and the only Mindanaoan finalist in the national level. I also became an active student leader. However, you will be surprised that while I was doing and achieving all these things, may mga buwan na nagpapabenta ako ng pastil and itlog para lang magkabaon. That was the time my husband suffered from a severe illness that forced him to stop from his job. I had to find ways to support myself and his medication. Alam nyo, may nangyari pa na umiyak ako pagdating sa bahay kasi walang bumili kahit isa sa mga paninda ko. Kasi yung mga customers ko na teachers, may party, kaya hindi na sila nakabili sa akin. Minsan, nagpabenta pa ako ng hinog na mangga sa may tabi ng City Hall, tapos may dadaan na batchmates natin na professionals na at hindi namamansin. I felt so low of myself, but I didn't take it negatively. I became more driven to realize my dreams in life, even when circumstances say that I cannot do it. Fast forward, with the blessings and guidance of the Almighty, I graduated as magna cum laude. As long as you have strong faith to the Creator, a consistent support system, perseverance, and firm determination, you can achieve what you want to achieve. Not only was high school days my prime, but also my second attempt in college. You see, the mindset must be these words by Jessica Herring, and I quote, "You have to see failure as the beginning and the middle, but never entertain it as an end." Completers, you can also be at your prime not only twice, but as many as you want. It depends on your resilience, your ability to stand up straight again even when your knees are still bleeding. I would sum up this chapter of my life into one advice. This was taken from the lines of the Bollywood movie RRR. When the Indian rebels camp was in the verge of complete destruction by the British invaders, Ram's father, the leader, left his last statement to his son, who will soon take his responsibility as the leader. And I quote, "To attain your goal, you should be ready to face any kind of obstacle. Whatever happens, don't forget your goal." Please don't forget your goal. Completers, you will soon experience the complexity of senior high school, the rigors of college, the overwhelming series of problems that might come your way. When these things confront you, take the advice of Justice Leonin. Focus on the little things you can do now, leading to the bigger things you want to achieve, rather than just dreaming of the big things you hope to be without doing anything now. Step by step, gradually, you will get there. To the parents or guardians of the completers, please support their passions in life. As long as it does them no harm, please allow them to choose their own career path. I've experienced pressures and judgments because of my career choices, but I believe that a successful life is a happy life. So I went on creating my own trail and traversing it by myself. We all want to be financially secured, but I would reiterate, we should do what we love and success will follow, because passion is the fuel behind a successful career. Hayaan nating tahakin ng ating mga anak ang kanilang mga nais gawin sa buhay. Basta't hindi lang nakakasama sa kanilang spiritual na pagkatao, dahil kung masaya ang ating mga anak, mas gaganahan silang magtrabaho para sa atin at para sa kanilang sarili. To our teachers and school administrators, thank you so much for educating our youth. We might be less paid compared to other professionals, but we don't mind that idea. We just do our job wholeheartedly and treat our students like our own children. Being a teacher is really tiring. That's why I really salute you. I will end this talk through the courageous words of one of the founders of Apple, Steve Jobs, and I quote, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition." Completers, as what this year's Moving Up ceremony theme says, pursue your dreams, even when they seem to be impossible. Maintain your resilience. Even when there seems to be no hope, build a new hope. Mahaba pa ang biyahe, kaya laban lang. Again, congratulations and good luck.
This time, to lead the class in the Pledge of Loyalty, may I call on Rim M. Mama Salagat with honors.
Let us raise our right hand and repeat after me. Pledge of Loyalty. We, the graduates of Cotabato City National High School Rojas, do hereby pledge our loyalty and faithfulness to our beloved alma mater, that we will remain true sons and daughters, keeping the ideas imparted to us, that we may bring honor and prestige wherever we may be. Further, we pledge our love and loyalty to our parents and teachers, whose untiring efforts and unequal concerns has elevated us to this present state of life. So, help us, God.
Music is the expression of the soul. It moves emotions and fills with the movement of time. Together, let us hear the song of gratitude of our completers, entitled "A Million Dreams."
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. We can say thousands of more. We can say of those who I don't care to call you. We can live in the world that we decide.
Not a lying, brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake.
I think of what the world could be. vision of the world I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build, every room inside it's filled with things from far away. The special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on the rainy day. They can say it all sounds great. They can say with loss I'm lost. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to the world that we design. Every line around in love, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me away. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but say that you'll bring me along to the world you see, to the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me away.
A million dreams.
I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. For the world we're gonna make.
The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. To formally conclude our today's momentous event, may I call on Ramia A. Yapad with honors for the closing message.
To our beloved MBHTE Bar Minister Honorable Mohagir Iqbal, to our Acting School Division Superintendent Ma'am Sarapia Gimadin Talapas, MAED, to our Public District Supervisor Ma'am Ami Ocampo, to our Secondary School Principal 2, Ma'am Isradin Ccnhs-Rojas, to our Assistant Principal Sir Danilo Megiso, to our guest speaker, Engineer Borhana Untong Katak Odin, Administration, Department Heads, Grade Level Chairpersons, Faculty and Staff, Parents, and to my fellow graduates. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Good morning. I would like to share my few words to my fellow graduates. We made this part of our lives successfully, both our family and friends, also our teachers, who have helped us stand in front of you at this moment, as they witness the challenges of our learning through our ups and downs. In every beginning, there is an ending. In every opening, we have to wrap it up together. I want to express my sincerely congratulations to my fellow graduates. It is clearly seen in our outstanding achievements, and we all deserve it. As graduates, do not think that learning will stop here. Be bold and take a risk, and don't let the fear of failure stop us.
Failure is part of a life. It's another way to learn. Change is a part of life too. At times, it's frightening. But we should see it as a chance to explore. Whatever our next steps, I invite you to see our journey here as part of a lifetime learning. And now, my fellow graduates of Cotabato City National High School Rojas Batch 2021-2022, once again, congratulations. We deserve to be proud of these achievements. Thank you and good luck. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh.
The closing hour has finally arrived. Tomorrow, new challenges and opportunities await our completers that will further test their mettle as improving individuals. As they continue with their journey, may they look back to this stage of life with fondness and pride. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the 7th Moving Up ceremony of Cotabato City National High School Rojas. This is Ma'am Naima Aimondi Harui saying, always remember, you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Congratulations Batch 2021-2022! Mabuhay kayong lahat! Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh!